Bennett was a man who built his empire on controversy. The popular host of The Real Man's Truth, Max had become a beacon for a certain kind of listener. Angry, disillusioned men who felt betrayed by women and society alike. His podcast, fueled by misogynistic rants, painted women as manipulative, dishonest creatures, while celebrating male dominance. Max's followers ate it up, applauding every hate-filled rant, every sweeping generalization. To them, he was a hero. Max's words were sharp, unapologetic, and he reveled in the power he held over his audience. His popularity soared as he became a figurehead for the unguided, a man who spoke to the broken-hearted and bitter with a venom that seemed to promise solace. But as the saying goes, karma has a way of catching up with you. And it came for Max in the most unexpected of forms. It was at a posh event where Max first laid eyes on her, Evelyn. Tall, confident, and effortlessly beautiful. She seemed to be everything Max had imagined a woman should be. Perfect on the outside, but easily controlled by his charms. But something about her, something in the way she observed him, made him feel uneasy. Max, confident in his self-proclaimed alpha male status, couldn't help but approach her. He made his typical move, bragging about his podcast, his influence, and his views on women. Evelyn listened, nodding but not quite buying into his bravado. As the night went on, Evelyn seemed to play along, giving him just enough attention to keep him intrigued. She laughed at his jokes, flirted back in a way that only seemed to feed his ego. Max, still unaware, thought she was falling for his charm. Little did he know she was playing a game, one that would turn his world upside down. Over the next few weeks, Max and Evelyn began to spend more time together. She seemed to be everything he wanted in a woman, beautiful, confident, and willing to listen. He even started to soften his stance on women, feeling that perhaps there was a little more to them than he had initially believed. But Evelyn had a different plan in mind. She wasn't falling for him, she was setting him up. Behind the scenes, Evelyn was doing her research. She dug into Max's past, listening to his old podcasts, reading his hateful rants, learning every detail about the man who had so proudly tormented women in his words. What Max didn't realize was that Evelyn was not just another impressible woman. She was a woman with a purpose. And then the twist came. One evening, as Max was bragging about his recent success, Evelyn turned to him, her eyes cold and calculating. Evelyn calmly explains to Max that she has been recording him, his conversations, his podcasts, and his private moments. She reveals that she has been gathering evidence of his misogynistic views with the intention of exposing him. Max's heart sank as Evelyn revealed the truth. She had been recording him the entire time. All the things he had said about women, the hate, the lies, everything. And now she was going to share it all. With one click, she could bring down everything he had built. His empire of hatred, his loyal followers, and his career. Max, who had always used others as pawns in his game, had now become the pawn in hers. Desperate to salvage what was left, Max tried to persuade her, to manipulate her as he had done with so many others. But Evelyn was no victim. She had turned the tables, and now she was the one in control. With a final click, she sent the recordings to his own audience, his followers, his fans. And just like that, his empire of misogyny crumbled. In the end, Max Bennett's greatest weakness wasn't his arrogance nor his hatred. It was his inability to see through the mask of the woman who turned the tables on him. Evelyn didn't just get revenge, she showed him what it meant to be truly powerless.
Like, follow, subscribe. Check out our channel for more stories.